Goodness gracious, man. He can't catch a break. He really, really can't, and that sucks. Today, we are talking about an LA Kings prospect who has really not found the opportunity to show himself off in the ways that we thought we could. Now, I know you may be saying, wait a minute, Lego, just a few weeks ago, you made a video talking about how the Kings made a mistake in drafting this guy. And I said, yeah, even though this is a talented player, who, at the time, the pick made a lot of sense, and I was saying that very adamantly in the video, even though that is the case, you cannot go out there and say that with hindsight included, this would have been the right pick. Not because he hasn't been a super talented prospect in his own right, but because the way his career has gone has been so unfortunate, so riddled with injuries, so riddled with a lack of opportunity because of the other centers that the LA Kings ended up having. You read the title, you read the thumbnail, you know who we're talking about. Today we're going over Alex Turcotte because last time we talked about him, it was in a pretty negative context, but I did have a positive sort of undertone within it. Hey, this is a talented guy who got slowed down because of a few things that are out of his control. It's not his fault. And we still know that Alex Turcotte, 5th overall pick by the LA Kings in the 2019 draft, one of the hardest working, most versatile players on the NTDP in 2018-19, who eventually made his way over to Wisconsin, who eventually made his way over to Ontario. We had talked about how this guy got slowed down with multiple injuries over the span of multiple years. And not even minor injuries either. These were big deals. He was getting hit to the head multiple times, and it was the worst case scenario. Well, guess what happened yesterday? It happened again! And now, take a look at the hit here. It's posted by Mayor's Manor on Twitter. This is just the worst thing in the world that can happen to a guy. Honestly, he's going into the corner to battle for a puck. He has his head kind of down, and then you have the guy, the Oilers defenseman, or not the Oilers defenseman, the Bakersfield Condors defenseman, just getting in there and wrecking the guy, shoving his elbow into Turcotte's head, and there isn't a response. There's no Ontario Reign player that goes out there and even challenges the guy. I don't know what it is, man. That feels so weird to me. You see a player who has had a history of concussions getting taken down with a really bad hit to the head, and no fight back, no pushback, no response from the team to even get in the guy's face or tell him he can't do that. Nobody leaves this guy to be until 20 seconds into the clip, where one of the Ontario Reign guys just kind of puts his shoulder into the other guy's shoulder. There isn't really anything going on here, no response. And now the context gets even worse. This is the third year in a row that Alex Turcotte has had a really bad hit to the head that has caused him to maybe miss time. There hasn't been any official word from the team, official statements or whatever at the time of me recording this audio as to what's going on with Turcotte, but considering the fact that the guy has already missed significant time twice now in regards to concussion or hit to the head incidents, it makes this third incident even freaking worse. Because everybody knows it, right? Once you get hit to the head once, that's a thing. But once you get hit to the head twice, or any other time beyond that, it just gets exponentially worse because the damage that could occur to your brain just gets amplified. This is not a safe situation for Alex Turcotte. Given the guy's history, given what the hit looked like, given the severity of everything that's already happened, I would be shocked if Alex Turcotte is playing in an Ontario Reign jersey sometime in the next 2 weeks. There's no way this looks okay. If he ends up actually being okay and he plays sometime, let's say next week, he's in a no contact jersey and he plays a week and a half later, then my goodness, my mind is going to be blown. Not because I don't want for that to happen. Obviously, we want everybody who is young and lively and talented to exhibit their talent and to grow in the best way possible. We want to see that. We want to see positive growth out of prospects who become good for exhibiting talent. But given the history, I don't know if I'm seeing that here. I'm no doctor, of course, but go ahead and watch the hit yourself. The guy takes a really big elbow to the head while he's on the boards, and it's so vicious. The AHL, dude, we've been talking about this for years. The AHL has some Goon League stuff going on once in a while, and it's why when you have young prospects who are there and vulnerable, who haven't developed the necessary skills to dodge hits or put themselves in better positions not to get hit, it's very concerning. Not to say that Alex Turcotte has been a victim of not being skilled enough to avoid hits. There have been like 2 of them at least that just looked like really unfortunate plays that could have happened to anybody. But at the end of the day, I mean, Alex Turcotte this season in the AHL has been great. 19 points, 22 games played. He has been a point per game player, so that's the first time that's ever happened to him at the pro level. He's been getting better. He has been making plays. He's been setting guys up. He has been very good at scoring goals himself. Turcotte has always been a really smart, hard-working hockey mind. It's why he went above Zegras. It's why he went above Caulfield. It's why he went above Boldy. It's why he went above Cam York. He went above everybody on the NTDP, not named Jack Hughes in 2019. And the crazy part is, back in this draft year, we all said, hey, there's a chance Turcotte could go 3rd. Because the Chicago Blackhawks, the rumor was they wanted a center, and everybody was saying, hey, Turcotte is good enough, and he's from Chicago. There's no way the Blackhawks pass on him and get somebody else, right? Well, they did. They took Kirby Dach. But sentiment was still there. If Alex Turcotte went top 3, it wouldn't have been surprising. This was a very talented player, and now, give it 4 years. He's out 3 years in a row with really bad, just gross hits to the head, and now his development looks like it's totally shot. After just getting a lesson as to how developing centers and being patient with them could be positive. Everybody's talking about Quinton Byfield in LA. Oh yeah, look at that guy. He's so good. He's so talented. He took a while to develop, but he eventually got there. This is why the LA Kings being patient pays off, people, right? And everybody said the same thing about Turcotte, that the same thing could happen here. I was very skeptical initially because the amount of centers that the LA Kings have, it's unbearable. Kopitar, Dubois, Deneau. You even have Quinton Byfield in there as well. There are so many guys that could play center, so for Alex Turcotte, it's going to be really difficult for him to break onto that team in a meaningful way, overtake one of these guys, but him marinating in the AHL, him developing, him slowly progressing year after year despite the concussion setbacks over the past few years, it's been a great story. Sure, I still say it probably would have been better if the LA Kings had drafted a guy like Cole Caulfield. Sure, I'll give you that. But no prospect deserves this. Nobody does. The guy is so young, and if he ends up missing even more time, then I don't know what else there is to say. Somebody in the Turcotte family must have made a sin against the hockey gods a long time ago and cursed this family. Okay, maybe not that bad, because Alfie Turcotte did play and he was alright. So, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Alex Turcotte and the way he has gotten hurt once again. I mean, there aren't any updates for now as to how everything is going, but yeah, this looks terrible, and I am so sorry to see everything go down the way it has. The LA Kings don't deserve this. Alex Turcotte does not deserve this. The teammates, for not going out there and fighting back for the guy. What the hell are you guys doing? You guys know this guy's history. You know that Alex Turcotte has gone through this before, twice, and nobody stands up for him? That's some Bush League stuff, dude. But then again, it's the AHL. Technically not Bush League, but they're getting there. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.